Have you ever wanted an answer so badly, you would be willing to face your greatest fear to get it? This is the story of a young boy who did just that and knocked on the very door of death to find his truth. In ancient India, the sage Vajrasravasa decided to perform a great yajna, a ritual of sacrifice to earn divine merit. The vow was to give away all of his worldly possessions. But his young son, Nachiketa, watched with an aching heart. He saw his father, a man of great learning, giving away only his old barren cows, creatures whose milking days were long past, who were more of a burden than a blessing. A true sacrifice, Nachiketa knew, was giving away what you cherished. Troubled by his father's lack of sincerity, the boy approached him with pure intent. "Father," he asked, "you are giving away everything you own. To whom will you give me?" His father ignored him. Nachiketa asked a second time, his voice clear and steady. "Father, to whom will you give me?" The sage, growing irritated, remained silent. With unwavering courage, Nachiketa asked a third time, "To whom will you give me?" Enraged at his son's persistence, which he saw as a challenge to his honor, Vajrasravasa roared, "To Yama, the god of death, I give you." A deathly silence fell. Nachiketa, a boy of his word, bowed his head. He knew his father's curse, spoken in the midst of a sacred ritual, could not be taken back. He comforted his distraught father and began his journey to the realm of the dead. When he arrived at the gates of Yamaloka, the abode of death, Yama was away. Undeterred, Nachiketa waited at the doorstep for 3 days and 3 nights, without food or water. Upon his return, Yama was filled with remorse to see a Brahmin boy waiting so patiently at his door. It was a great dishonor to keep such a guest waiting. To atone for this, Yama granted Nachiketa 3 boons, one for each night he had waited. For his first boon, Nachiketa asked, "O great Yama, let my father's anger be calmed, and may he welcome me with love when I return." Yama granted it instantly. For his second boon, he asked for the knowledge of the sacred fire ritual that leads to heaven. Yama, impressed by his desire for spiritual knowledge, taught him the complex ritual and even named it the Nachiketa fire in his honor. Then came the third boon. Nachiketa looked at the Lord of Death without fear. "Great teacher," he said, "there is a deep doubt that follows mortals. When a person dies, some say he still exists, while others say he does not. I wish to be taught by you the ultimate truth of what lies beyond death." Yama was stunned. He pleaded with Nachiketa to ask for anything else. Hundreds of years of life, vast kingdoms, celestial beauties, gold, and horses. "This secret is not known even to the gods," Yama argued. "It is too subtle to grasp. Ask for any other pleasure, but do not press me on the matter of death." But Nachiketa was unmovable. "O Lord of Death," he replied calmly, "all these pleasures you offer are fleeting. They wear out the senses, and life, however long, must one day end. Keep your horses and your dancers. No man can be satisfied by wealth. There is no greater boon for me than this. What use is a long life if one does not know its purpose?" Yama's face broke into a smile. He had tested the boy and found him to be the worthiest student imaginable, one who had rejected all worldly temptations for the sake of pure knowledge. He then revealed to Nachiketa the great secret. The body dies, but the self, the Atman, is eternal. It was never born and it never dies. It is the unborn, everlasting, conscious presence that resides within every heart. This self cannot be killed, nor is it affected by the changes of the world. To know this is to be free from the cycle of birth and death, and to achieve a state of ultimate peace, or moksha. The story of Nachiketa teaches us that true wealth is not in what we can hold, but in what we can understand. The world will offer you countless fleeting pleasures, but the greatest treasure is the unwavering pursuit of truth and the discovery of the immortal, fearless spirit that resides within you. It is a reminder that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the conviction that your question is more important than the fear itself. Dare to ask the big questions. and have the courage to listen for the answers within.